שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. צפו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. צפו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. צפו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שיר לאדוני, שיר לאדוני, שיר לאדוני. צפו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. צפו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני, שיר
Shabbat Shalom. All right, I hope everyone has shakers so we can join together. Oh, Billy's got the whole basket. That was loud. All right, and we are going to join together singing Bim Bom, and we're going to do some hand motions and some dancing and shaking.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam.
Awesome. On page 170, we set our intention for this morning. May my life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage. May I be worthy of it. May our tradition live in me and pass from me to generations I shall never know, enriched by the truth that I have found and the good deeds I have done. So may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbor as myself, and be a living witness to the truth that never changes. Page 172, Ma Tovu.
Ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu, ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael.
On page 174, Elohai neshama shenatata bi, my God, the soul you have given me is pure.
Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. 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 Orahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi.
We continue on page 180 with Elu Divarim, as we thank God and think about, actually not thanking God in this sense, we're thinking about ourselves and what we can do to show that the study of Torah is important. Together, these are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all. Page 195, we rise for the Baruch Hu.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu Adonai, HaMevorach. Baruch
On page 196, we join together in the words of Yotzer Or, thanking God for creation. The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcomed than gold. A Torah from heaven, I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift, is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness. Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot. On page 200, we join together in Shema, and we take the moment to be quiet, Joshua, Jurgen, wherever you are, and we listen to the words that we sing together for Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto.
You may be seated as we join together in the words of Ve'ahavta, page 201.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להוד טובות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 203. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come, the song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Join together singing Micha Mocha. I want to hear shakers. Maybe you want to stand up and dance. But let's join together, rejoicing in Micha Mocha.
Yai lai lai la lai la lai la lai la lai. Yai lai lai la lai la lai la lai. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai la lai la lai. Yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai la lai. Micha mocha bailim Adonai. Micha mocha nedor b'kodesh. Norah tehilot osei peled. Norah tehilot osei peled. Shir harsha shibhu geulim v'shibhu tzvat oyev. Echad kulam hodu ve'imlichu ve'ameru Adonai yimloch le'olam ha'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed.
A little bit more. Okay, all right, just making sure you're there. We're going to join together in the Amidah, page 205. We'll rise together and face our ark.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufiyagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevi Gula livnei b'neihem, Leman Shemo E'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atarav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר. מי כמוך על גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנת לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב ביד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו. אדיר אדירנו, אדוני אדוננו, ואדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו בעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גואל לך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושפעך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
You may be seated. We join together singing Yismechu on page 211. This is another perfect one to use your shakers for, and be excited.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. מקדשי שביעית שבת, כולם ישבעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת. חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך,
We are not done. Thank you, Joshua, Rabbi's kid. Okay, so we take a moment now to thank God. Modima nachnu lach. And I want you to turn to people around you and take a moment to think about and to share what you are thankful for. If you are not sitting by somebody, you can go find someone to sit by, or you can think about what you are thankful for yourself. There are so many things that we are thankful for, whether we said them out loud or thought about them now. It may come to us later. And as we think about the future and what is to come, I share this reading with you. We are shaped by those who came before us. As an acorn is formed by the tree that preceded it, yet gives rise to a tree uniquely its own, so we are formed by our ancestors, yet give rise to a Judaism uniquely ours. We think about peace and all of the things that come with peace: happiness, freedom, wholeness, love. Oh God, may we never become complacent, faltering in our effort to build a world of peace. Let the nations know and understand that justice and right are better than dominion and conquest. May all come to see that it is not by might, nor by power, but by your Spirit that life prevails. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take a moment now for our own silent prayers, where we think about peace and love and happiness, or anything that is in your heart.
Shalom bimromav, uyasi shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oh, say shalom bimromav, uyasi shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Now comes the time in our family Shabbat that my children ask about almost weekly, but we are going to read a story, and if your parents allow, or if you are the adult, you can decide for yourself We will pass out lollipops, but parents have to agree. And if you'd like, you come forward for the story that Billy is going to share with us.
Lollipops. Wow.
All right, so if you are under 13, you can come up on the floor. Pick one. Keep the paper, okay?
It might be.
You want that one? That's strawberry.
Okay. There are no chocolate ones.
That's not how this one works.
No. I like the cherry ones, the red ones. I like this one.
Ready, Magnus? Go
This
for
one's
it.
this one's my favorite.
Want one?
Whoa, you got a strawberry one?
Come on, Downstairs, you can do it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since you've seen me, but I don't bite. You're all right.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe just not today. Okay. Anyone else want a lollipop?
Okay. If you want to sit, you gotta sit if you want to eat your lollipop. Whoa. It does have a cape. If you flip it around, you can then eat it. Okay. We are reading The Remarkable Journey of Josh's Kippah. There was once a blue satin kippah that looked like 100 others ordered for the bar mitzvah of Joshua Jacobs. Inside each one, bright gold letters announced bar mitzvah of Joshua Jacobs. The first to wear the kippah was Avi Abelson, Josh's uncle from Los Angeles. Avi was called to the Torah for an aliyah during the service. That night at the party, he danced a crazy dance. He had so much fun dancing that he lost track of the kippah. On Rosh Hashanah, Avi wore the kippah when he held the shofar in the synagogue. He was still wearing it when he walked to the ocean for Tashlich. But when everyone tossed crusts of bread into the water and the wind forced to toss the kippah into the air and scattered them everywhere. That's how Josh's kippah wound up in the hands of Benjamin Brody. Benjamin was spending Rosh Hashanah with his sister, but his home was in Sydney, Australia. On Yom Kippur, Benjamin wore the kippah. He read from the book of Jonah. As the day of prayer wore on, his drowsy head nodded backwards, and off slipped the kippah, right into the forward-holding head of Kobe Cohen. Kobe was visiting his family in Australia.
But no one ever nods their head because they're tired at Yom Kippur services.
No, never.
Never.
On Sukkot, the kippah was knocked off Kobe's head by a very little girl shaking a very big lulav. More than one kippah fell off the head that day, and people collected the scattered kippot. Daniel Disraeli snatched up Josh's. The next day, Daniel flew to Paris, where he was studying art, and Josh's kippah flew with him. On Simchat Torah, Daniel carried a Torah and danced around the synagogue, and he marched and danced and was going so fast that Josh's kippah flew off his head and was lost into the wild celebration. It was found by Eli Espinoza, who had also lost his kippah as he whirled around. Eli was in Paris enjoying the museums and cafe, and then he flew home to Argentina, and Josh's kippah flew with him. On Hanukkah, Eli fried delicious latkes and sufganiyot for his friends. One of his guests was Franny Finkel, who was visiting from Miami. Franny borrowed the kippah for the lighting of the menorah, and when she flew home, Josh's kippah flew with her. On Purim, Franny went to hear the Megillah with her niece, Gabby Gittleman. Every time Haman's name was read, they twirled their groggers and made quite a ruckus. Gabby had traveled from New York with her family, and her toy tiger Hezekiah needs a kippah, Gabby said. Franny searched for her pockets and found the blue kippah, just the thing. And when Gabby and Hezekiah flew home, Josh's kippah flew with them. On Passover, Gabby and her family went to a Seder at their synagogue. She asked the 4 questions and searched for the afikomen. But by Hadgayah, Gabby was so sleepy that her daddy had to carry her home. And as Hezekiah dangled in her arms, Josh's kippah slid to the floor. And there it stayed until Izzy Isaacs found it and tossed it into the kippah box. On Shavuot, Joshua Jacobs reached into the kippah box and pulled out a kippah. It was blue satin, and inside of it said, Bar Mitzvah of Joshua Jacobs in faded golden letters. Look, said Josh, one of my kippot is here, still after all this time. And Joshua's kippah traveled all over the world.
Yay, this is why we love having that box of kippahs, because they come from all over the place. So, if you keep your lollipop in your mouth and don't take it out, you can come up on the bima while we do Aleinu so you can see the Torahs. So we're going to ask everyone to stand up, everyone to rise for Aleinu on page 283. But we don't run with a lollipop in our mouth.
Never.
Okay, come on up. We'll see Torahs.
Look at that.
Come on, Samantha. Come on up. Anyone and everyone is invited to come to the bima to see Torahs during Aleinu if you would like. We are all children at heart here, even if you are above the age of 13. I know, I love it. Come on up, page 283.
Right. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ולשמו אחד.
You see all 3 Torahs, right? And they're covered in red robes, right? And they have all the silver on them. Makes them super, super special. Do you want to blow a kiss to the Torahs before we close? The ark?
Mwah. We love you, Torah.
Awesome. You can leave that open, Sharon.
Okay.
Awesome. So now we're going to have everyone go back to their seat. And if you have a lollipop in your mouth, you're going to be very careful walking down the stairs. Okay? So you can all be seated. On page 288, we have our memorial meditation. Before we get to that, we note with sadness the death of Joan Simon, wife of John Simon, mother of Jennifer Simon, stepmother of John and Kelly, sister of Gail, Natalie and William, and Temple member Suzanne and Alan Rothman, and grandmother of Olivia. Funeral services are pending. We also note with sadness the death of Selig Eidelberg. Memorial services will be on July 25th at Franklin Park on Sunset. We also note with sadness the death of Karen Stensler Delavan, wife of Tom and daughter of Yvette Covet, mother of Adam and Kate and Gary and Cynthia, and sister of Van and Marilyn Stensler, grandmother of Anton, Jaden, Spencer, and Archer, sister-in-law of Sally McGonigal, George and Midge Delavan, and Donna Norma Delavan, cousin of Melissa Weiner, and Temple members Brian and Tina Weiner, Gordon and Mary Weiner, and Susan Cook. Funeral services will be held on July 16th in Fort Worth. We also note with sadness the death of Alan Churgan, brother of Temple members Lynn Churgan and Alan Levy. Services are pending. Page 288. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. Our thoughts turn now to those in our community and extended community who have died at this time in years past. As we mark their yard sites, we remember them. Luis Baumholtz, Sam Bloom, Alexander A. Brown, Julian Buckbinder, Lillian Kaplan, Frida Carduner, Arthur A. Cohen, Dr. Milton J. Eisenberg, Mark Elevitz, Dickie Friedman, Morty Friedman, Regina Hurst Glass, Irene Goldenberg, Anna Gornick, Belle Hafkin, Rosalind Hirschberg, Lois Brom Jacobs, Margie Kallenberg, Babe Karotkin, Marjorie Collefson, Ralph Komorowski, Victor Lawson, Jocelyn Bronson Levy, Alan Charles Marcher, Gussie Gans McCown, Bessie Messer, Frida Sobel Miles, Joe Mosser, Leo Nevelo, Rose Nevelo, Lois Oppenheimer, Samuel Penner, Nina Phillips, Eugene Prashner, Lou Ann Price, Lester Rappaport, Tamara Senshin, Irene Shapu, George A. Siegel, Isidore Stern, Edward Strawgate, David Van Abema, Alvin Werbner, Janet Wheeler, Al Yabara, Stanley Zack, and Marilyn Lynn Carol Zimmerman. To these names, we add those who have been laid to their eternal rest in the past month, whose family and friends are in a mourning period of Shloshim. We remember David Felder, Arthur I. Ungerman, and Faye Schwartz. We also think of one who has been laid to their eternal rest this week, whose family and friends are in a mourning period of Shiva. We remember Arnold Vittis, father of Temple Beth-El members Lisa and Jesse Edelman, and grandfather of AJ and Lena Claire. We think of all of those who are in our hearts, just like these ones who are on our list, but also those who are not, as we turn to page 294 for Kaddish Yatom, rising together as one community. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei l'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam ulmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasha brichu. Le'ela mikol berchata v'shirata. Tush bechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. Following our closing song, we will join together. I don't know if it's in the stall. It's in the stall gallery for Kiddush and Motzi. And then if you are here with your family, you will join us for lunch in the Bar Shop Auditorium. Our closing song is Bim Bam, which you should know by now. So join with us with your shakers and your dancing and your hand motions. Good job.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, chiri biri biri bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom will collect your shakers as you head to Oneg.